Hey, welcome to Nutritious and Delicious, all things irritable bowel syndrome. We got to talk about it. It bothers so many people. Bloating, gas, distension, pain. A lot of people have it, especially following more plant-based diets. What are the most offensive foods? Which are the ones to replace and can get you better? First, understand that what you want to try is what's called an elimination diet. The elimination diet, try 3 weeks eliminating certain things, and then one at a time putting them back, waiting 2 days in between, just one thing at a time when you re-enter. And it's very easy then usually to figure out. Let me give you the most offensive. Raw vegetables, the hardest on the gut, hands down. So say you have a big salad every day and it's got lots of different vegetables in there, and then there's beans in there on top of it. 3 hours later, you might be like, oh God, this is misery. The most offensive for lettuces, romaine. You might want to switch on over to arugula, baby spinach, like the butter lettuce, you know, the Boston Bib. Those will be less offensive than romaine, which is one of the worst, all right? So start with your lettuce change. Raw vegetables, pretty much all of them for the moment. You want to cook your vegetables. Carrots raw are one of the worst, and they're one of the easiest that most people snack on. Replace that with cucumber. Cucumber is usually incredibly tolerable. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. You know, they're gassy in a good gut. So if you've got an off gut, they're gonna bother you. You might want to take those few weeks, put them on hold, and then reintroduce. The safer vegetables right now, once again, cooked, roasted, sauteed. All the squashes are great. Roasted carrots, zucchini, mushrooms, red pepper, spinach, asparagus. These should all be totally perfect for you, once again, and just with a little bit of olive oil, not garlic, salt and pepper, and you should be perfect with all of those. And the only raw, as I said, that most people are okay with is cucumber. All right. Fruits. Apples and grapes are the two most offensive. I know it's apple season. What you might want to do, peel the apple, try that first. If that doesn't work, baked apples. Baked apples work because you're cooking them down. So if you want to bake up a tray of pears and apples baked with a little cinnamon and a touch of brown sugar, they're delicious that day and they won't bother your stomach. All berries are usually perfect, and mango's usually great. So it's really just apples and grapes that are typically the hardest to digest. And then you have your legumes and all beans, which can be gassy. Start out slow. Do a half a cup. See how you do with just a half a cup of black beans or a half a cup of chickpeas instead of a big amount of just a big bowl of chili. Chia seeds and flax seeds could bother you. Put those on that 3-week elimination before you put it back. Certain protein bars and protein shakes will bother you because there's a lot of additives to them. The two that I find to be most safe for most people, for bars, 88 Acres and the Jones bar, in addition to Aloha. You might want to try any of those three. They're typically, okay for a gut. They don't have any artificial anything, and they're not too high in sugar. So I would try any of those three. For shakes, I would try Kachava or Orgain Simple, not the Orgain regular, but the Orgain Simple or Kachava. Those two shakes usually don't bother people as well, and then just mix it with almond milk. Don't put too many things in. Don't load up your smoothie or shake with, a lot of vegetables and kale. That might bother you. Just do the protein powder, the almond milk, maybe some berries, and do that and see how you feel. Then add some spinach and see how you feel with that. So that's how you kind of do it with irritable bowel. Nuts. Nuts might bother if you're in pain. Be careful, because if you have like diverticular pockets, the nuts and seeds can get stuck in there and you can have pain on your right lower side. So you might want to do more with just peanut butter, almond butter, instead of a lot of the nuts. That will do it. If you're suffering, follow that guideline and you should be kind of sitting pretty, all right? Give that a try and do that 3-week elimination. And then when you reintroduce, one new thing at a time and wait 2 days in between. All right? There you have it. Have a great day.